Hello and welcome to Show's classes. Today we are going to be doing some pretty nice questions on verbal reasoning. Yes, I'm sure many people face problem with this portion and many do not. Well, we are here for everyone. You can WhatsApp or call us at the number given on the screen on the left hand side for any queries, questions or for full videos on our courses. Now let's begin with our first question. Unseasonable weather in the months before a wine harvest can cool vineyards in the Bordeaux region enough to affect the overall size of the grapes themselves, which create unwanted moisture that can cause mold in some grape varieties and deterioration in others. Notice this line that has been underlined over here. Now we need to go through our checklist of potential errors. Is there a misplaced modifier here? Well, no. Is there a parallel construction problem? Definitely. At first, it seems as if this sentence contains a list of three actions: to affect, create, and deterioration. But wait, the third action is not an action. However, since deterioration is not underlined, we can't fix this. Now going back to the original sentence that I have marked in red, we can see that in fact there are only two main actions: to affect the overall size of the grapes and to create unwanted moisture. To correctly use this compound verb, the original sentence would need an and between the verbs. So, among the following options that's given here, only choice B gives us this option. Choices C, D and E use the idiomatic expression enough that, which is not necessarily wrong, but which would require the word creating. Now let's analyze another next question. We have a similar question in the next one. Upset by the recent downturn in production numbers during the first half of the year, the possibility of adding worker incentives was raised by the board of directors at its quarterly meeting. That is this one. Now we need to check among the following options which is correct. The underlined lines that I have marked is a misplaced modifier question who was upset by the downturn. It was the board of directors. This eliminates option number A, B and C. Now let's see what the other two options is. Choice E correctly positions the prepositional phrase at its quarterly meeting and avoids the passive phrase of being added, which is option number D. Hence we can cancel option number D and hence E is the correct answer. In the next question we have another of the similar type just for your practice. Again there is an underlined sentence: when automatic teller machines were first installed in the 1980s, bank officials promised they would be faster, more reliable and less prone to make errors than their human counterparts. Now read among the following options. Now going through your checklist of potential errors. This is always the case and this is the only technique you should use. Is there a misplaced modifier here? Well, nope. Is there a pronoun problem? There certainly is a pronoun problem here. So be sure to check this out. It is possible that they could be ambiguous. As a matter of fact, they is obviously supposed to refer to the ATM or the automatic teller machines, but it could also refer to the bank officials. Replacing they with the machines clarifies the sentence, which means we are down to C, D and E. as A and B will make factual errors. Thus, let's consider the next three options, which means that C is correct because D and E are not parallel. That is, the machines would be faster, more reliable and less prone to errors, rather than would occur much less and would be less prone. Now let's do a little bit different kind of verbal reasoning. A greater number of fresh vegetables are sold in city X than in city Y. Therefore, the people in city X have better nutritional habits. Let me change the color of the pen. Than those in city Y. Now each of the following, if true, weakens the conclusion above except. Let's analyze the following options. We are looking for the answer that does not weaken the argument. You might think that means the correct answer would strengthen the argument, but while that could be the case, it doesn't have to be. The correct answer might simply be irrelevant to the argument. In the casual argument where more fresh vegetables sales in city X are said to mean that city X has a better nutrition habits than city Y. Each of the answer choices pokes holes into the argument. That is, A, city X has more people living in it. Most of the people in city Y work in city X, buy their vegetables there. The people in city X. Thus each and every, like A, B, C and D, makes the argument weaker or simply does not correspond with the sentence. Except for E. In this, the average price per pound of vegetables in city Y is lower than the average price per pound of vegetables in city X. It suggests that if vegetables are cheap in city Y and yet more vegetables are being sold in city X, or rather let us put a greater than over there, then the argument that X has better nutritional habits might be right, and hence this is our option. With this, we come to an end of another great video. Please like, subscribe and click on the notification button. You can also contact us via WhatsApp or call at this number for any doubts, queries or for full videos on our courses.